Good morning. I'm John Ellsworth, founder of Success Strategies Incorporated and the creator of the Success Strategies Advantage. And I want to welcome you to my presentation entitled Moving Beyond Survival. 2020 has been a really challenging year with the COVID-19 pandemic. It has just made for a tumultuous, that's the best term I can think of, any tumultuous environment in the dairy industry this year. However, if you're watching this, if you're really watching this video today, I have some really good news for you. And that is, the good news is you survived, and congratulations on that. So I have a question for you now. What's next? What items, if you were to accomplish them this year, or in the next 5 years for that matter, what items would push you forward in a direction you want to go? You don't need to be Superman about this, but what would be a positive breakthrough for you in your business? As I said earlier, you don't need to be Superman to do this. Even Muhammad Ali, as great as he was in the world of boxing, he had limitations too. They tell the story, and I just love this story, where he's flying somewhere and the flight attendant approaches him and kindly asks him to please put his seatbelt on. Never at a loss for words, Ali immediately came back with, "Superman don't need no seatbelt." And the flight attendant, bright as she might have been, quipped, "Yeah, well, Superman don't need no airplane either." And I thought that was a really catchy thing. The point is, catchy line, but the point is, he has limitations as well. My point is that we all have some challenges. We all have new areas we want to pursue where we feel somewhat limited. But you know what? If you think it through and take small steps, emphasis on small steps, it's just like learning to walk. When a baby takes some steps and falls, we don't say, "Well, that does it, you're done. That does it, you blew it, you can't walk, so we're not going to do this stuff anymore." Heck no, we don't do that. We encourage them to get up and go again after they fall, and again until they get it right. It's the small steps in life that make these objectives and goals worth pursuing. You wouldn't go out and train for a marathon. I certainly didn't in the one that I ran. But you certainly wouldn't go out and train for a marathon by starting day one with a 26-mile run. No, you might do a 1-mile run and then build up to 3 miles and 5 miles and do some 10-mile runs, maybe a 1 or 2 20-mile runs. You would start months ahead of it and work up to the 26-mile mark of a marathon. Okay? So here's the steps you need to follow when you're working out of the funk, the downturn of this COVID-19 pandemic. And as we move forward, I want you to think about these steps. Number one, always have to clearly define your goal. Know what your objective is. And then number two, I want you to think about what are the small steps that you can start taking to move forward, to move toward that objective. Number three, what do you want to do this week? What do you want to do this month? And then what do you want to do this year? Only you know the answer to these because only you know what you're comfortable with. And that's exciting, that's positive. That just tells you there's no right or wrong answer. It's what size steps will keep you moving forward and keep you motivated. So you're the only one that can answer that. Take your time, take the small steps, and move closer to your goal, your dreams, if you will. I thought this was a neat quote, and I'm sort of paraphrasing it, but from the author Kendra Adachi in her book, The Lazy Genius, subtitled Embrace What Matters, Ditch What Doesn't, and then Get Stuff Done. She says, if you start too big, you'll give up before you even begin. The small steps are the answer, and make it more likely that you'll do them, that you will move forward. The more you do these small steps, the more you will keep doing them, and it becomes part of your daily rhythm. End of quote. And I think you could apply that to your business, your dairy business operation. If you're looking at something as simple as raking free stalls, at your dairy on a daily basis, or 3 times a week, whatever you think is appropriate for your operation. The same with exercising. And going back to the marathon example, you start with small runs and you keep doing it, becomes part of your daily rhythm. And you'll get to the point where if you don't run for a day, you're going to notice it. You're going to go, gosh, I feel like I missed something. I didn't get to run today. So to summarize, always, number one, define your objective. Outline, clearly delineate your goal. What do you want to accomplish? And set a timeline for it. By when would you like to get it? That will help you decide how small or how big your steps need to be to get there. Lay out your plans based upon that information, and then start with the small steps. There's no disgrace in starting small and building up to bigger and bigger steps as you go along through the process, and you start gaining momentum. I think that's really exciting. So do these steps regularly, and before you know it, you will have reached your goal. And if I can help you with that, please let me know. I'll look forward to being of service to you. Again, I'm John Ellsworth, founder of Success Strategies Incorporated and the creator of the Success Strategies Advantage. And I want to thank you for listening today. Thank you very much.